Hello and welcome to Dario's Tabletop, and this is my second game with my Tyranids, and it was a good game. And let me tell you before I start that I painted up 250 points of Tyranids, and we're playing at our local game group. With 250 points, it doesn't seem much. It doesn't seem much, but look, this is my 250 points of Tyranids. It's 5 Barbgaunts, it's 20 Termagaunts, and it's 1 Winged Hive Prime, and you see no gray minis. So I did paint them to, let's say, 90%, and that is why this is an important aspect of starting to learn a game. You keep it slow so that you don't have rules bloat, rules fatigue, painting fatigue, or anything like that. And that's what we did in our local game store. As you can see, my friend Berkan painted up a war boss and 20 boys, and they look amazing. Sure, there are other people that have to paint just a handful of minis, but yeah, why not? So this is game two. If you've not seen game one, maybe go one video earlier to see my first game, where we get stomped by Blood Angels and Groot. And this is game two. So game two, I'm already way smarter. I know that I shouldn't forget that my Termagaunts have some certain rules. So 10 Termagaunts can bring one or two specialist weapon. I don't know, they don't have a sergeant, but I've forgot to put the specialist weapon in the unit. And they have also the special ability when something ends the movement within 9 inches, they can move d6 inches, I think. So that's an important ability to move them further ahead or away from the enemy. Then the Barbgaunts in this game, I will shoot only infantry and not mounted units or something like that, because I have the Hive Fleet. The Hive Fleet, which one? The one that gives sustain. Yeah, it's the invasion fleet, and the invasion fleet, you can choose to have sustained hits against infantry, or precision against characters, or lethal hits against monster and vehicles, I guess. But because we're playing at 250 points, I'm taking the sustained hits against infantry. And this game, I've put my whole blob together. I'm not spreading them out. I will move them as a castle. And it's only 250 points, but it's 2 versus 2. So it's 250 points of orcs with Tyranids against 1,000 suns and, um, yeah, poxwalkers and plague marines. So this will be amazing. As you can see, let's start at the beginning. This is the beginning of the battle report. So I put my Barbgaunts right here. So I have certain shooting lanes. They have 24 inches, then they have blast, and they have d6 shots, and they can slow. Don't forget the slow. My Hive Prime cannot enter a unit. It would have needed warriors or maybe gargoyles, but I don't have them yet. I just have the Leviathan box right now, and that's okay. And my Termagaunts can move and shoot. Their weapons have assault, and the Barbgaunts and the Termagaunts have strength 5 weapons. So that means they will wound, but they have no AP, which will mean that Terminators or Space Marines will say have their save on a 2 or on a 3 up. But yeah, I'm putting my units behind the meat shield that are the orcs, and I'm ready to shoot, and the orcs Berkan is ready to chop. And as you can see, yeah, eager to start the game. And let's see, here are the orcs, one big blob ready to work, and here are my bugs ready to, yeah, just stay behind and shoot. Um, The Plague Marines have brought Typhus and some Poxwalkers and some Plague Marines. And the Rubik's Marines have, I think those are 2 Flamers, or are these Flamer Bolters? I don't know. But there were Flamers here and a minigun. And we're ready to rumble. So I think, do we get the first turn? We'll see. Not quite sure. Maybe we get the first turn and we play it very cowardly, or maybe very intelligently. We just put ourselves behind a line of sight blocking terrain, behind the ruin. We're not entering the ruin yet. We're just positioning ourselves to, I guess, swarm the enemy or flood the enemies. And what else? Yeah, I'm shooting with my Barbgaunts. I think, no, I'm not seeing yet. Yeah, Typhus and the Rubik's Marines are positioning themselves pretty slow. And the Plague Marines, they have 3-inch bubble in the first round, a 6-inch bubble in the second round, and a 9-inch bubble from the third round on. If you're standing there, you lose 1 toughness. So my toughness, or Berkant's toughness 5 orcs become just toughness 4, like really good ability. So this is the face off, a very small map in the middle, the objective, and now it starts. It's the priority of the Chaos players, and they move up everything they have. They are running because they can reach the objective and score, and they will soak up the damage, whatever will come for them. So Berkan with his orcs and I with my Termagaunts get now turn 2, and the orcs are, I think, advancing. No, they're just like moving and then charging towards the Plague Marines. They will activate their work, which gives them more attacks, more strength, more toughness, something like that. I'm not aware or not sure what they do. As you can see, I'm learning the game as we go. And before he can face off with them, which gets him, I think this is a 4-inch charge or maybe even less, but he's within 12-inch of the flamers, 2 flamers, and the Thousand Suns player just pops the stratagem Overwatch, and so he overwatches the orcs with his torrent weapons. They automatically hit, and I think they hurt. They hurt a lot. I see a lot of boys dying here, and I move inside with my Barbgaunts and shoot the Rubik's Marines. I'm not concerned in what's in the front. I want the Thousand Suns gone, and I think I do a gazillion wounds, but only on a 1 or a 2. It goes through the armor. I advance with these guys and shoot whatever I can shoot with my flash borers, and my winged prime. I keep him safe and away from the enemy fire. So this is what it looks right now. Let's turn it aside. This is the Mexican standoff that we're in. Yeah, wait. It's like this. And yeah, Barbgaunts, I love what they do. I wish they had 1 AP, but maybe they would be too powerful. But yeah. So the Rubik's Marines are now slowed. I think they don't care. I maybe took 1 guy out, or maybe wounded just somebody. And the orcs go into this and they eat up the plague bearers. And I think Typhus is what's this? I don't know. I think Typhus will be no more in a second. And yeah, they are fighting. The work is going strong, and Warboss facing off against Typhus. And I think the orcs eat typhus, and the Plague Marines, they pile in. I think this is the sergeant. They will bash out some damage, and I don't know how they do it, but they eat up the whole orcs, and now it's all on me. And I don't know if I can win this because I have just very weak battle line units, and as you can see, I made the mistake to take my winged prime and to try sneak attack some of the heroes here while I'm trying to score, but separating the pack at 250 points is very risky and maybe even foolish. And so I'm shooting again with my Barbgaunts. Sixes are sustaining hits, which is amazing, but not against Space Marines or Chaos Space Marines, because they're just losing a guy and taking another wound. They're saving all of those hits on a 3-up, and that's not good. I'm advancing with my Hive Prime, trying to eat a character or do some damage, but the Hive Prime on its own can't do enough. It's just too weak, and it gets also debuffed by the Plague Marines. I stay outside the Rubik's Marines Flamers, trying to shoot something with my Flash Borers, but I think the Hive Prime just gets eaten, and this blob of Plague Marines and Rubik's Marines just march on. And yeah, we call it a day. The Orks and the Tyranids have been defeated, and that's it. But we learned a lot, and watch me play game 3, in which I will remember all of my rules, also the shadow in the warp. And we see ya.